Let me rectify the situation real quick. Hopefully. Let's see. Saved. Liked tracks. Okay, I got music now. Laptop run out of battery when I'm not using it. I'm sorry, Acer never sponsor me. Literally, I'm not even kidding. I hate this laptop so much. It's a goddamn bane of my existence. I want a MacBook, but I also don't want to spend several $1,000s on a laptop, so I don't know. It's just not a fun way to spend money, but I hate this laptop. I hate my laptop. I hate buying new laptops because it feels like a waste of money, because it feels like all laptops are kind of the same, but also they're not, and also I'm just not like a big technology enthusiast. I don't know. I can't wait for my bangs to grow out. They're the dumbest thing ever. They look so idiotic. But we're so close. Like they're here now, you know? Hi Chad, how are you? I'm just complaining about everything in my life, my laptop and my bangs. Even though, I'm gonna be honest, my life is pretty good right now, so I should stop complaining. I've had a good weekend. It's a work weekend. I'm working night shifts, but like I'm really happy. So what's up, Chad? I have like kind of a story time, but I want to wait till more like regular viewers come in because it's funny. I'm just gonna get the stream ready, and then I have to start my makeup soon because I'm leaving for work in an hour. Literally so irresponsible. Oof. Chad, how are ya? Answer. Do you know the Tudor history? Because I recently deep dived into the history. I will say it's not one of the things I'm the best at with history, because there's kind of like, in Norway, we don't divide up history with that, so that's not one of the subjects kind of I had in history, like Tudor history. I think Tudor is like a specific, the way I understand it, a specific culture within a period of history, but I don't fully have a grasp of what it is, other than that, like, it's like the Renaissance era, isn't it? Oh my god, my friend sent me something I have to look at. Anyways, yeah, so no, I don't, Chad, but you can enlighten me if you want to. Isn't it just like rich people during the Renaissance era? Am I crazy? And it's specifically English, right? Okay, intäktsgenerering. Yes. Lagra. I'm so sick of the clean girl aesthetic. I'm gonna freak out if I see more videos on this. I thought we were done. I thought one of the things we did in 2025 was that we were done with the clean girl aesthetic. I mean, it's fine to have it as an aesthetic. I mean, I like it. I just don't think everyone needs it. And I will always be against slick back buns because they're just not good for your hair. You can actually damage your hairlines with slick back buns. So unless you're a ballerina, literally stop it. And even if you are a ballerina, don't do it if you're not dancing, you know? Other than that, like, I actually do like most aspects of the clean girl aesthetic, and I don't think the slick back buns are ugly at all. Like, I actually think they're pretty. I just get so worried for people's hairline, and if I were them, I'd get the craziest headache. Even the buns I do, which are so loose, I get a headache. Or like yesterday, I had pigtails at work, got a headache, you know? I just don't get how people live like that. Maybe I'm too judgmental of other people's lifestyles. It worries me. I don't think we should normalize like slicking back your hair and like pulling on your skull. I don't. And it is so normalized. Anyways, I'm just gonna tell the story because it makes me really happy. Yesterday I was taking my my like pre-night shift nap. I like to do that in the middle of the day, and I was rudely and abruptly woken up by someone calling me, and the person was like very familiar. They were like, Zoe, it's blah 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 name, I need your help, blah blah blah. And coincidentally, I had gone out with a guy last weekend who had that same name, and the guy on the phone was like, oh, do you still have my number? And I was like, did I ever have your number? Like, what's going on? I was so confused. And the guy was like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God, who is this? And then the guy was like, oh my God, it's blah, 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 your ex. And I was shocked. And he was obviously very annoyed that I didn't recognize his name. And that oh yeah, because I didn't ask who is this. I asked, like, let's say his name was John. I was like, which John is this? And he was like, oh my God, it's your ex-boyfriend. And I was like, oh. Turned out he had purchased a car because he lives very far away from me, probably like 4 hours away from me. He'd purchased a car in a city like on the other side of my city from where he lives, and he was stuck in a tunnel because something was wrong with his engine. So I had to get my mom to help him. We had to go like get him gas and stuff like that. And I hadn't seen him since I like broke up with him in early 2023. Yes, like a little bit before summer 2023. And I gave him gas and whatever, and then I talked to him again, and he'd barely gotten out of the tunnel because something's really wrong with his car. He was stuck on a bridge, so he had like walked to a gas station in my town. I couldn't help him anymore, like I was going to work. And then turns out something was even more wrong with his car, so he had to get it towed. And I was like, that's why you don't buy cars from your friends. Who buys a car from their friend? He bought it from his friend. It's so dumb. I don't know if anyone has told y'all this, but don't ever buy cars from friends. Don't buy cars from friends. Don't buy phones, computers, nothing like that. Basically, bloodline kings and queens in the 1500s. 1500s is the Renaissance in Great Britain, and it ended with Elizabeth I. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I think that's what I thought, that it was like a specific thing. But yeah, now that you're saying it, it is ringing some bells. If I'm gonna be honest, I'm more of like the Enlightenment era type of person. I'm obsessed with the Enlightenment era, which is like basically right after like 100 years later. But that's cool, chat. Hi, just me. How are ya? But yeah, anyways, it was actually worth it getting awoken from my nap to laugh at my ex who had car trouble, who randomly had such bad luck that he ended up in a tunnel in my town out of all the towns he drove through, and knew no one else here but me and my family. But yeah, obviously I deleted his number. I mean, I get why he had my number because we have always been friends, but personally I don't want ex's numbers lying around. I think maybe he wasn't so happy that I deleted his number, but like we broke up 2 years ago. I deleted his number probably a week later. Like, why would I need it? Just remind me of a relationship that I'm not interested in having. Like, I think it is totally fine that he called with car trouble. Obviously, I would help anyone I know with car trouble as long as you're a good person. But that being said, even though we have been friends for 20 years, I don't want to be friends with my ex anymore. Like, not now that we're exes. So I did not have his number, no. And I don't recommend anyone to have their ex's phone numbers, because exes are always exes for a reason. No one breaks up with someone without a good reason, because breaking up sucks. Oh, my eyebrows. Speaking of things that suck, my eyebrows suck. What the hell is happening? This is worse than my breakup. I also have a story. So I work at the library part-time, and I had to work till 9 p.m. because the library hosted a movie night, so I had to work till, and the girl talked to me at the end of the shift. Ooh, spill the tea. Those are the types of things I want to hear, Chad. That's fun. I'm not into these eyebrows. Will also say though that one of the reasons why I didn't recognize him was that I was in the middle of a nap. It is very hard to understand what's happening when you're napping. I was very confused and I was a little agitated. That's why I was like, which John is this? Because I get very agitated when I'm napping. And especially like when, you know, oh, I'm going to work in 3 hours. I take those naps like very seriously. Like I napped right before this. It's a serious affair to me because I know that I'm not going to be able to like rest at work. I'm not going to be able to nap at work, obviously, and I need to get my sleep in. And I don't know if y'all have worked night shifts, but like when you get back home from a night shift and you go to sleep, you don't sleep for 8 hours because it's very hard to sleep in the morning, like when it gets to late morning. So you usually sleep for a little less. So those naps are basically crucial. So yeah, I take it very seriously. So I was a little upset at first, but then I thought it was hilarious, and I just laughed all day. It was worth losing my nap. What? Oh my, Chad, yes, you are too young to be in a relationship, but very, very ballsy of her to kiss your cheek. Did you think it was nice though? Like, were you happy about it? But yeah, y'all can be friends, and you can even be friends for like 5 years, like then be in a relationship if you want. You know, I've definitely had friends who I ended up dating like 10 years later when we were older. Nothing wrong with that at all. You can be friends. You can even be friends and have crushes on each other and still just have a great friendship. That's awesome. Hi, Gabby. How are you? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, actually. What's up? Chad just like had a experience with like a new person, like meeting someone that he liked, and I was saying that yesterday my ex accidentally had car trouble in my town when he lives like 4 hours away, and I had to save him, and it was hilarious. And it gave me life. I was like laughing all day at work yesterday. I work nights in the bar, and I lost my nap because of it, and I was laughing all the time because of my dumb ex having car troubles in a tunnel. Yeah, it kind of made my day. So yeah, I'm doing very well, Gabby. How about you? Literally the best I've done in a long time. Not just because of that, even though yes, I am very petty. I did have some other good news yesterday. It was like just good things happening, and I like worked out a lot. I did some yoga. I was just having a ball. I don't know. But yeah, no. I will say, in general, being awoken from a nap to help someone, a little bit annoying, but when it's your ex and you're stuck in a tunnel and they're distressed and they kind of deserve it, it's worthless and sleep over. Good. You're good, or good that I'm good? Because if you're good, then really good. I'm really glad to be streaming again too. It's been like a really rough year so far, and I feel like things are finally turning around, and it's really nice to be able to spend some time and energy streaming. I'm trying to like plan the summer and like my content and stuff like that too. I feel like, you know, sometimes when you're stressed, there's this like cloud over your mind kind of, and it's really hard to think, and it's especially really hard to be creative. So I've been struggling a lot with my content, but now that I'm like getting happier again, like less depressed and less stressed and feeling a little better after going to the emergency room, getting medication and stuff like that after I had like my low blood pressure and all of that. I'm feeling like very optimistic and hopeful and creative again. I'm writing down video ideas, and I feel like ready to stream, and it's just very nice, and I hope y'all are doing good as well. And I've been saying ever since 2025 started, even though the first 4 months were, first 5 months have been horrible, I've been saying that I do believe in 2025, and I still do, and now it's showing like why I believe in it, you know? It made me happy, but she will move to another town in a year, so we talk. Oh, but y'all have internet though, so yeah, you'll talk, you know? If it happened like when I was a kid, it would have been like, damn, what can you see? Maybe talk on MSN like once a year, but y'all use the internet all the time, so that's good. She might even move back. That happens sometimes, but I'm glad it made you happy and that it was a good experience for you. How's bartending job? Isn't it very tiring? Honestly, I love bartending. Sometimes it is crazy tiring. Sometimes it's more chill. But I work in like a dive bar kinda, so it's really fun. Most of my most of my customers are like 50 plus. A lot of them are like in their 60s and 70s, and they're just very funny. I don't know, I get a lot of entertainment out of bartending. I always say to people, if you like reality TV, you definitely like bartending at a dive bar. There's so much drama and intrigues and people who have known each other for decades and decades, and it's very interesting to see how people interact with each other. Like me personally, I'm the type of person who enjoys observing people more than like actually being with people, which might sound a little creepy, but I love studying people. Like, I'm very fascinated by how humans interact with each other. So for me, it's a really, really great job. I get to just, you know, serve drinks and talk to people, and also observe people, take in their drama, and kind of like find inspiration in other people. So yeah, it's fun. Plus, I literally love my colleagues. Like, I mentioned this a lot today. When my ex was stuck in a tunnel yesterday because he made a wrong purchase of a car, as he always does, and bought a car from a friend, which is stupid, I immediately told my colleague about it. She was born in the same year as me. We have a lot in common, and we were just like laughing, and it's really nice. Like, obviously work is not a social call, but I still feel like I am social at work, and like I have really great interactions with my colleagues, and they have a great sense of humor, and there's a good sense of how do you say the word, camaraderie? Camaraderie, I don't know, in the workplace as well. So I guess it really depends on where you work and your colleagues and the culture, but I'm really lucky. I work with seasoned bartenders and new bartenders, and all of them are like in good spirits and positive and funny and very supportive. So yeah. Chad, I met my uncle. He lives in another country, and he's Johnny Bravo. Oh my god. He calls cats ladies. He like ladies cats, and he finds good looking every time. Oh my god, that's so fun. I love that. I love Johnny Bravo, and your uncle sounds awesome. That is so cool, Chad. Yeah, you know, I have a Johnny Bravo obsession. That's really cool. Which country does he live in, if you don't mind? You don't have to tell me, but yeah, I'm just asking. Okay, as a general rule, y'all don't ever have to answer the questions I ask. I just ask out of curiosity. I feel the same thing. I always prefer observing people and being with them, lol. Yeah, right? Like, it's... I don't know why. I mean, I am an introvert, but I feel like a lot of introverts aren't interested in observing people, but I definitely am. Are you an introvert as well? I do find people very fascinating. I like loved psychology and stuff like that, or I do still like psychology, but I mean like when I had it in school. It's just very interesting. I always try to like think, why are people doing what they're doing? What are their motives? Like, what drives them? I love dating and like talking to people and figure out like how does life look from the perspective of someone who's grown up entirely different from me, who's like a different gender, works a different job, etc. Like, how do they think about things, and not just what they're saying, but also what they're thinking, what I think is behind what they're saying. It's just very fun. My parents also are like big people watchers. They've always enjoyed people watching. And I enjoy people watching, but I also enjoy like talking to people and kind of like trying to pry into their mind, like I don't know, Jean Grey or something. It's fun. I will say though, when I was younger, I like, not like much younger, like 19, 20, 21, I had like a very bad habit of saying things to kind of saying or doing things to see what people's reaction would be, because I found it interesting. So I would do like things that I probably like shouldn't do, or like say things that I didn't necessarily mean or care about, just to like see what people would respond with, especially if I was like out drinking, because I tend to get bored out drinking. I feel like drunk people can be boring sometimes, so I try to like make things interesting for myself and like observe, and I don't know, you know what I mean. It sounds more unethical than it was, but like, I don't know, pretending to like a movie to see what someone says about the movie kind of thing, like just like saying things that I don't care about to see like what the people say. He lives in Mozambique. Oh, cool, nice. How do I say your name though? Thank you for liking my name. Is it Chandra? Is that correct? Well, thank you. But yeah, no, so as a person, as an introvert who loves observing people, bartending is literally perfect. It's like a job I always wanted to try. I always thought it seemed really cool. I don't really like drinking, but I think it's fun being out, so I get to like experience nightlife without being drunk, without getting hungover, except for the little like hangover feeling you get from working the night shift, but still. And it's so entertaining. People are very interesting. I would say one of the like most unexpected and hilarious things I've discovered working as a bartender is like a lot of the time I observe like 50, 60-year-olds hitting on each other, and they do it very differently from us, so it's very fascinating to see. Did you see my suggestion in Discord about there can be a game event? Yes, I did see that. I'm gonna have a meeting with Bonnie and Mina tomorrow actually, so I'll talk to them about it, because maybe they know more about it than me, because I'm not a Discord what's that word? Like, I'm not a Discord expert, but they are basically. So absolutely, I'll talk to them about it, because I think it could be cool. I think Flurfy too said that it sounded cool or something like that. Definitely. Oh, why is my face, am I getting cat hair on my face again? It's like itching. Anyways, I have work in not really long, so thank you all so much for being here. It was really nice getting ready and talking with you, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye. Oh, and also have a nice weekend. So, yeah, bye.